the sunshine in the day. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with color and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sunshine in the day. And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking and the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sunshine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke. And I will try to fix what has been broken. And take this weight off my shoulders, 'cause I know yesterday ain't coming back. I'm gonna let the past.
Well, this is our greenhouse. She's a mini greenhouse, but she's a greenhouse nonetheless. We left you guys off last week with taking our chickens out of this greenhouse, which was our temporary chicken coop for the last year, and moving them into a shed that we renovated with you guys for our new chicken coop in an effort to get this cleaned out and ready for the 2026 garden season. I've got lots of seedlings started inside. Some of them only like to grow in warm places, something like a greenhouse, and so we really need this space to be able to transplant them outside when it's time. Some of you have asked if Joe and I are going to build a greenhouse. You guys that have followed us for a long time, you know that we've built several greenhouses in Virginia, some really big ones, some small ones, and we would like to build a greenhouse, a big greenhouse eventually. But as you guys know, the barn project for the livestock has really been kind of our priority. So this little greenhouse here is gonna have to do for this season, maybe even next, I don't know. We'll see where time takes us. But eventually Joe and I would like to build a sustainable greenhouse for our homestead. We've done hoop houses, we've built wood-built greenhouses with corrugated plastic siding. And as you guys know, I'm a little biased, but Joe always does an amazing job and they look beautiful. So this is pretty small. This definitely wouldn't house a lot of plants, but it will do really well for like my tomatoes, my peppers, jalapenos, and things like that. So we're doing some spring cleaning today, I guess you could say. We're getting this coop cleaned out, which is pretty nasty. Hey mama, look at you, all pregnant and stuff. Look at you waddling around. Aw, Tilly, you're the cutest little thing. Hi, mommy. Hi, look at that belly. Oh, for goodness sake, Tilly Willy. Joe, you know what? You're rocking that pink mask.
I know.
If anybody could do it, you can do it.
That's what I wore.
So this box back here you guys see is an insulated box that Joe built for the chickens for the wintertime, because obviously a greenhouse is not near warm enough for chickens in the wintertime when we're dealing with negative temperatures. So as a quick fix remedy to get through this winter, Joe built this insulated box, and there's perching bars in there, and the chickens would get up in there and sleep in the wintertime. So this whole thing has to come out, but it served its purpose for sure. Unfortunately, all this chicken poop is frozen to the ground, so it's not going to just scoop out easily. Even though there is linoleum flooring down in here, everything is frozen with like layers and layers of chicken poop and wood shavings. like mountains of poop.
That thing up.
So that's a little solar panel that powers the little fan inside the greenhouse. So we just unburied it. We're gonna see if we can get it to charge up from the sun, and maybe it'll turn that fan on inside the greenhouse to blow some of that dust and feather dander out of there. It's pretty bad. Oh my gosh, that thing is huge. Look at the icicle. That's like as tall as me.
It's held up by the wire.
Let me see. Oh wow. That's the only thing holding it? Oh my gosh. It's an ice sword. Or nunchucks. Let's see what you got there, Michelangelo.
Give them to the dogs.
Oh, they're gonna love that. They're gonna be so excited.
Over. Over. Good, Bradley.
Oh, Bradley, listen.
Down. Over. Sit. Good boy.
What is that, Bee? Did you get a toy?
You shouldn't let them chew on ice. It'll damage their teeth.
Well, that was fast. The fan's already on.
Trash bag out there?
Yeah.
You got that, honey?
Can you take that board off or not?
Not yet. I can't have to remove all this insulation.
I'm gonna have to lick my fingers. I'm just kidding. Never. Can you? Because your gloves are different. Mine won't open it. All right, we're almost done. We just have this platform to take off of here. It's hard to believe when we first moved in here how clean this corrugated plastic was. I'll try to find a shot of our video when we first moved in here, and I'll show you how clear and beautiful it was. It almost looked brand new, but that's what chickens will do, all the feather dander and all the things. But we're gonna pressure wash this. We do have a couple pieces of plastic that Joe thinks we're gonna have to replace because it was cracked on the ceiling. So if we need to replace a few panels, we will, but we're hoping with pressure washing it, it'll come clean again. But either way, with that insulated box being out of here, it's already getting so much warmer in here because the sun is just shining through. It's awesome. I'm excited to have this space. Get practice in doing the duck walk, Joe. Yeah. Remember when we went to MEPS? sign up for the military, you gotta do the duck walk.
Yeah. Stand up under it.
Stand up?
With your back on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that.
Okay, I can do that.
Alright, so yours.
What? Wait, where are you going?
Huh?
You can't leave me like this.
Hold on, I need to take a break.
Babe!
What?
Joseph, not funny. I did a leg workout yesterday. I like the conversation that's happening, but can you help me out here?
Huh? Huh?
Joseph.
Huh?
Baby!
Huh? Ready, let's here we go.
All right, the greenhouse is officially a greenhouse again. So we're gonna wait until the temperatures warm up a little bit more before we pressure wash this, just because we wanna make sure that it's gonna dry out properly. Right now, it's still really cold, especially at night. Like today, I think it's like 30 something degrees, but at night it's freezing. So we don't want to clean this whole thing and then leave like standing water in here. So once the temperatures warm up a little bit, we'll pressure wash this, close in that chicken door down there, and it'll be good to go. So what we're going to focus on now is, you guys might remember we put a temporary little chicken yard on the back of this coop. It's just like the dog kennel fencing that you can buy like from Lowe's or Home Depot. In the winter time, the chickens don't have any desire to go out in the snow anyway, so a little tiny chicken yard like that works great for them. It was covered and we would keep straw in there so they could come outside and get fresh air. And on sunny days like this, they love to sit on the perch and sunbathe. So we're gonna try and move this little chicken yard over to the new coop so that the girls can get out and get some of this sunshine.
Is it just me, or is it hard to agree with what you're trying to explain? Don't mind feather wings, no diamond rings, but that's not how you get to me, no. We could sit in the shade, talk to late, and then we'll see. We can go for stroll down the city park, and maybe, just maybe,
Joe finally got the chicken yard unstuck from the frozen ground, so we're gonna walk over to the new coop. We haven't really looked at the side of the coop we're gonna be putting this yard on, so I don't even know if there's like a few trees we might have to take down or what we got going on, but we're gonna go check it out. Okay, let's see what we got back here. Yeah, if we put it like on this side, Joe, we wouldn't have to move that tree.
We'll probably move it eventually, but...
Well, yeah, in the summer, we're gonna be putting up electric fencing, right?
Yeah.
So they can have a bigger yard, like last year.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, what you got? Ow. You got a big old stick. What you got, B? So Joe is just moving some of the snow that we have here so he can make a trail through to the back of the chicken coop here. That way he can clear this snow and kind of like make them a little yard. You know, it's gonna be melting here pretty soon, but it's actually calling for snow maybe on Sunday. So we're gonna clear this out, bring that chicken yard over and get it covered for the chickens, and we still need to cut the hole in the chicken coop for a chicken door. What are you guys doing? You guys have problems. Slippery, huh? Get in. Oh, get in there, Bradley. Get in there. You gonna live with the chickens? You gonna live with the chickens? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Come on, Felicia. Come on. Okay, so here are my tomato plants. They are so big. They're like grown up to the counter. I'm gonna have to have Joe move these grow lights again. I had him move them from under the shelving here. You guys know we had them started on the shelving and they of course grew too tall. So Joe helped me put the lighting under the counter, but now the tomatoes are exceeding that space as well. And I've got my cabbage planted. They're all doing really good. Got some onions going. And then we just have like some more cabbage down here on the ground. What's nice is this floor in here is heated, so the plants seem to really like that. And then over here, I just have some random herbs. I've got oregano, thyme, rosemary, and one little celery plant. And then down here I've got some bell peppers and jalapenos. So it's not gonna be long before these plants are outgrowing this space. So the plan this spring is to get all these guys put in the greenhouse, well, the tomatoes and the peppers, and then we're gonna be building some raised beds. I'm very excited to build like an outdoor garden space. We don't have that yet, and we're gonna be putting up some fencing and electric fencing to keep those moose out, because you guys know we got moose up on this property all the time. But I'm excited. We'll probably do 6 to 8, probably 8 raised beds, and that way I can transplant my cabbage, my onions and things out there. And we're planning on using the same area for the potato patch as last year, because you guys know our potato harvest was amazing and they did really, really well in that area. All right, looks like Joe got the metal roofing panels back on there, secured them with some wire so the chickens have a covered space. just in case we get more snow. So the chickens are all set. I'm really happy. This is just temporary. Again, we're going to be putting up our electric fencing that we bought for the chickens in the summertime. And it's really awesome because you can just like pick it up and move it to give them like new vegetation. So that's kind of our preferred method in the summertime. But this will at least let them get outside for some fresh air and some sunshine. And then we will be framing in that chicken door that Joe cut out and creating like a little slider door that can go in there at night. But for now, they're all good, and I think they're really happy. We have been getting a ton of chicken eggs all of a sudden. We're getting like 9 or 10 eggs a day, which has been really nice. Oh, hi, does that feel good? Please don't burp in my face, okay? Like that. You actually just burped in my face. That's rude. That's rude, Bella. Yeah. I'm trying to give you a little TLC, you know. You got them babies coming. They're coming soon. Oh yeah, get those bangs. Big Tilly Mama. Yeah, look at that. Does that feel good? You bounced back pretty good though last summer. Yes, you did. Till we got a groove back. I just brushed Tilly and Bella out. They're so pregnant. Tilly like falls asleep when you brush her. Joe, they're just huge. They have to be pregnant with triplets again. They look just like they did last year. Well, we'll have lots of milk here in a few weeks.
Let me just sneak up and let's see if they yell at me.
Ew, why are you creeping in like that, Gunner? Huh? You can be over here.
Sit.
Normally you guys spill coffee, that's why. Yeah, you guys are obnoxious.
That's who spills coffee.
Yeah, Bradley spills the coffee. Okay, Bradley. Or Bradley drinks your coffee.
Lay down.
That's the bubble, Gunner.
Good.
Oh, that's a good old boy.
No, nobody wants you over here.
Bradley, hey guys, want to see my stick? Yeah, get out of here. You like the fire, huh? Yeah. Bradley? Joe,
Yeah.
Bradley thinks you set that board up for him to attack it. Do you see him? He's mad dogging the board. Bradley Watson. No. Why are you always trying to fight stuff? First you're trying to fight the snowballs. Now you're trying to fight the wood. Huh? Oh, jeez. Poor box. Oh.
Come.
Poor guy never had a chance. Oh, good boys.
Just breathe. Starry night. Yeah, I know you're free. 'Cause when I gave you breath, yeah, I made you with a smile. And when I comes crashing down, and all the lies you hear get loud. Trying to find your light, caught in a fog, stuck in the midnight. No, your sun is coming out, and you're gonna be okay. Yeah, you're gonna be okay. You're scared and you're worried. What is the outcome gonna be? Oh, you're paralyzed, a fear that keeps your soul from singing. It's so tired and weak. But when I gave you, but yeah, I made you with a smile.
Hey guys, so it's the next day. It is actually later in the afternoon. It's like 4:15. And Joe and I were preoccupied today with something that I wanted to share with you. This has kind of been going on behind the scenes for a couple of weeks now. Obviously, I haven't said anything because we've kind of been in the midst of the storm. But now I would like to share my experience and my opinion on what has just transpired. As most of you know that are on our channel regularly, the week of March 7th, I posted 2 YouTube videos. One was our regular weekly vlog that we always do, and then another one was a dedicated video to a specific topic that I've been talking about recently. On both of those videos, I made commentary as to my concern about some of my fellow Alaskan YouTubers that are putting out what I believe to be misleading and dishonest content to their viewers, inflating scenarios, making things appear worse than they are, clickbait thumbnails and titles just to get attention and clicks, which equates to revenue in their pocket. But in those videos, if you go back and watch them, and don't skip through them and you actually listen to what I say, never once do I identify any single person. Never once do I mention a specific YouTube channel or channels' names. And I certainly do not give out anybody's location or home address or anything like that. In fact, in the videos, I specifically stated that my intention was never to create a mob to attack any one person or any one channel. Rather, it was to bring awareness to dishonest content creation, what I believe to be dishonest content creation. As you can imagine, on both of those videos where I mentioned this commentary, I got a lot of comments, some supportive, some not supportive, and that was the end of it. I made my video, I said my piece, I spoke on something that I feel very passionately about. I don't like the idea of not being truthful for personal gain and taking advantage of other people. So to mine and Joe's surprise, last week, we had a knock on our front door and it was an Alaska State Trooper. And I was served papers. I was served with a petition for a protection order for stalking by one of these Alaskan YouTubers. I'm not going to mention names, just like I did in my first 2 videos, but I was served papers and I was accused of stalking. The claim was based on nothing more than the 2 videos that I made. One posted March 7th, one posted March 9th. They're the videos that I just talked to you about. And basically it cited that I targeted a specific individual and that I targeted a specific YouTube channel and that I gave out people's locations, that I threatened harm, that I encouraged others to harass and harm certain YouTube channels in this area. All of these things are not true, and if you watch those videos, you will see that. The trooper told us that we did not have to appear, but obviously if we didn't, it was most likely the judge could just rule in their favor because I'm not there to defend myself. Well, I'm obviously not going to let that happen. These are false allegations, so I'm going to go and defend myself. So I spent the last week preparing, gathering my exhibits for the court, which included both of my videos in their entirety, for the judge to see so he can see exactly what I did say and exactly what I didn't say. We spent roughly 2.5 hours in court today. And there was a lot talked about, a lot of repetitive allegations against me. And in the end, long story short, the judge dismissed the case and did not find that I had done any actions that constituted stalking. In fact, the judge mentioned the First Amendment of freedom of speech. And I truly believe that this whole thing really borders on a violation of my First Amendment rights to free speech. So long as I am not calling anybody out specifically, I'm not hurting anybody, I'm not accusing or encouraging anyone to go after anybody, I am entitled to my opinion about this topic. I have a right to speak on what I feel is important and deserves to be called out. Going through this the last couple weeks from my perspective, these false claims against me, as outlandish as they were nothing more than an attempt to intimidate me into being quiet. These YouTubers didn't like my video. They didn't like my commentary about dishonest content creation. For some reason, that struck a chord with them. To me, it feels a lot like a little bit of a guilty conscience, but that's just my opinion. Or else, why would you care? Why would you get so worked up about it if it has nothing to do with you? But I can't speak to their perspective. All I know is the entire thing was based on assumption and not factual evidence, and the court saw that as well and dismissed the whole thing. But I really feel that this was a tactic to try to intimidate me just because they didn't like my video and they didn't like what I had to say. And I am not okay with that. I believe strongly in our First Amendment right to speak freely on matters that are important to us. Like I said, as long as we're within the framework of free speech and not being dishonest and not causing anyone harm and not calling anybody to harm anybody and calling people out specifically. If you guys remember, some of you remember in the comment section of both of those videos, I was attacked by many viewers and actually called a coward because I refused to call out specific people's names and specific YouTube channels. I refused over and over again, and that was part of what I showed the judge today, was there was zero evidence of me identifying anybody in my videos, and there was zero evidence in either of those comment sections of me identifying anyone or even confirming when people tried to suggest YouTube channel names to me. I did not confirm anyone on purpose because that wasn't my intention. Those of you that know me and that have been around my channel for a long time, you know that I am very opinionated and I regularly speak up about things that I feel are important. Whether it was our journey with Joe almost getting kicked out of the military because he refused the COVID shot. There's a lot of things that I've spoken about on my YouTube videos. I'm very open and I'm very transparent about my feelings and the way that I think about certain things. And going forward, that is not going to change. I am not going to be silenced and I refuse to be bullied. And I think going in there today in the courtroom, I think you really can't go wrong when you have truth on your side. And I know I had truth on my side. I stand by my 2 videos 100%. It was requested that the judge make me take my videos down. That didn't happen. It's all ridiculous. It is nothing more than trying to silence me. And it's mind-blowing. It's actually like wild to me that somebody would go to such lengths to try and shut somebody up. And I guess, like I've said before, it's just the world we're living in. But I wanted to share this with you guys because I did share those 2 videos with you and we conversed a lot in the comment section and I'm very transparent with you guys. So from those 2 videos, that is what happened. I was accused of stalking, which the legal definition here in Alaska for stalking, obviously I didn't check any of those boxes. It's like following, harassing, calling, messaging, showing up at this person's house, like all the creepy things that you think stalking is. Like the burden of proof was on them as a petitioner, and there was zero evidence of me stalking these people, obviously, because it's not true. And just because you don't like my video and you don't like my commentary does not make me a stalker. It's really kind of absurd. Standing up for truth, standing up for what is right, standing up when you see something wrong and calling it out is not always easy. But you have to be willing to do that, because I really feel like the world is lacking people that are willing to stand up for what is right. So I will continue to share the content on my channel that I always have. We've been doing YouTube now for almost 8 years. And while we share life wherever we are, Virginia, Alaska, wherever we live, I always share like intimate moments as a mom, as a wife, as a homesteader, just everyday life things, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I'm not going to let somebody intimidate me into not making certain videos just because, you know, they don't like it. So going forward, to be clear, my content will not change. I am who I am, and I will continue to speak truth, and I will continue to call out dishonesty and wrong when I see it. I think we all have a moral obligation to hold each other accountable. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But I did want to give you guys an update as to what's been going on the last couple weeks behind the scenes. I just really tried to focus on just continuing life as is. I was not going to let this ridiculousness derail me. I made sure to keep filming my videos. I got my videos up on time, you know, doing homeschool with the boys, like everyday life continues and life will go on. And I was very like, you know, blinders on, forward focused to keeping everything ops normal, because I just really felt like God was going to take care of it, because I had truth on my side, and he did do that. So with that being said, I'm going to end this video here, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As usual, please be respectful, because people are monitoring my comment section now. But I think it was important to share that with you guys, and just kind of, you know, from me to you, stand up for what's right. Don't be afraid to speak out, even if it's not popular. I think we had to put our hands behind our head, right? I remember. You had to do this. Right? I don't remember how far. What's the purpose of that? You can be a soldier if you can do the duck walk?
The reason for it.
Huh? Is it like to show that you're like physically limber? Naomi, I see you. You and your one eyeball, creepy creepster. I spy Naomi's eye. Joe just said, if that snow mound was a mammoth, we'd be eating good tonight. Is this our line?
Yeah.
So I can't cross it, huh?
See?
Baby, we'd be so hungry tonight. You didn't even make it in it.
That's because I was just playing around.
Oh, you were just practicing?
Yeah.
Okay. See what you got.
Back up. See? You're dead.
Seriously?
Yeah. Look at
Babe.
that. 1, 2, 3. Center mass right there.
Are you 5?
That's a good shot group. Look at that.
A shot group.
Look
wow.
at it.
Okay, let me show you what I got.
Yeah. Okay. Just wait to go in.
I gotta feed my children.
Never. Not gonna make it.
You're so negative. Wow.
Nope.
Look, all I did was tick him off and hit him in the head. I think because I'm a woman.
That you're not as good, right?
I didn't say that. I said because I'm a woman, my muscles are smaller than yours,
Nope.
biologically speaking, so I should be able to move the line up a little bit.
No.
Well, that's not fair. You're stronger than me.
Haven't you seen that movie?
Okay, look, let me tell you how I would kill a mammoth, okay?
Yeah. You know why? Because you can't.
That's how you kill a mammoth.
Because you can't throw it as well.
All right. Gotta feed my children. Gotta feed my children.
Yeah.
Oh man, it almost
My turn.
stopped. Hold on, I'm just getting my groove.
My turn.
One more. You just want to show off. Oh, you're even stepping back further? Oh, what was that? Oh, I'm a big man. I'm gonna feed my family.
I hit it 3 times. How many did you get?
Wait, I kind of like your approach though. You like ran up.
Look at that one.
Okay, that was pretty good. I'll give you that. Ish. Mine did go deeper though.
Yeah, right.
I think the close encounter stabbing is the way to go. All right, I'm gonna try to run like you did. I have to do like the call though, for some reason. Gunner, move. Ay, 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 ay,
Let me see that thing. Throw it. Let me try something. Nope. What?
Let me show you.
See that?
Stop! Yeah! Yay! See?
No.
What'd you say? What'd you call me?
You heard me. Bite.
Gunner. Bite. Oh! Drop. Dip. Good. I don't want to do that anymore. They about took me out.
Oh, you see that one?
Wow. I don't know. I didn't see you on the camera, so I think that someone else could have thrown it. Oh. Whoa, what the?
Come on. Drop.